Oh god, I can't see anything. There we go. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. 2 years ago today, this lovely game, Star Wars Squadrons, released. So I thought it was only right to celebrate it in some way. Last year, actually, there was a video and an Xbox code giveaway for this. But this year, 2 years, I thought I'd go and stream through the campaign because I've not played it in, well, almost 2 years. I finished it. I played a lot of it at the start and then like sort of paused for a few weeks and then carried it on and finished it quite late. So yeah, I'm going to get through as much of it as I can today. I definitely won't finish it, but I'll probably pick it up at some other time for sure. So yeah, going to restart the story. Reset the appearance of both your pilots. You'll need to customize them again. It's part of the process. Catism, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And to anyone else who might be lurking, it's a pleasure to have you here. Right. Squadron Story was pretty good. Yeah, I really enjoyed Squadron Story. Like, it was just the thing that I loved about it so much was the fact that you got to play as both sides. Like, we got to genuinely see an Imperial side of things where they genuinely felt like they were in the right. And that's something I was hoping for with Battlefront 2. But obviously I didn't affected like a third of the way through the game, so it was like great. So that was a bit of a shame, but here we are. Let me know when I get into the actual game as well. Let me know if you can hear it okay, because obviously I do want you guys to be able to hear everything. And... Ooh. The Battlefront campaign was good, but the second one was bad. When you say the second one, do you mean like the update, the like Resurrection? I don't know. It's really difficult. I'm gonna go. Hang on. Sod it. I'll go Zeltron. I think they're really cool.
Nothing but the best.
Easy, Vic.
Mandalorian Martin can see you doing well. Hey, I know what hit him. See, I did that voice. I didn't.
Won't take long.
They won't know what hit him.
Alright, let's do that. Let's just
Not
stick with that.
underestimate
Sad
patience
Hayduke.
and precision.
Randomize.
Aye.
Easy
Grin
victories
Valoria. That's a really cool
incoming.
name. I'm not
Intelligence reports a possible Alderanian convoy heading to Fostar Haven. You are to draw them out and finish them off. Do you understand that, Captain?
Perfectly, Commodore.
This is awesome though, like seeing Ray Sloan like sort of during episode 4, like that's just so cool. And just having a prologue that takes place prior to it as well, like just after episode 4, like it's just so cool.
Captain James,
Everything ready, Lieutenant Carroll.
Squadrons on their way. They're excited to fulfill Lord Vader's command.
And you? No qualms hunting down refugees from a world we destroyed?
During the Iskalon uprising, you taught me to ignore propaganda. They're traitors, not refugees, and will be dealt with accordingly. I've prepped our usual Sigma 9.
I wonder what she meant by the Sigma 9 though. That I want to know about that.
Flying old school, sir.
Got
Might
some
be a real challenge after all.
RTQ5s in the back. Javes is very doubtful on this. There's me.
I guess we'll find out. Follow my lead. Don't fight.
It's good thinking. It's good thinking.
The convoy is out there. We don't want to scare them off. Let's do this right.
Yes, it will. But I've not played Squadrons in a few months, so this might take a little bit of time to
This
get
will
used to
be a
again.
noble battle.
Prepare for launch. Let's do this. Oh, sorry, Catechism said yes as well, so that was about Resurrection. I enjoyed Resurrection. I thought it was cool to see something different within the sequels. Systems. Oh yeah, here we go. Seeing this for the first time just over 2 years ago was amazing.
Understood.
All systems up and running.
L2 to target.
Pre-flight
Yes.
Let's get a clean launch. Lock onto my fighter. Forward
Oh
sensor.
yeah.
Online and tracking.
There we
Now,
go.
throttle up and deploy out of the hangar.
Yeah, I think I'm good. Malister. Oh yeah, see that's like a quasar. It's a quasar. It's just, it's very cool. Very cool ship. You see him in Star Wars Rebels for the first time, so like seeing this was awesome. Let's have a look at it in front. Just look at that. What a gorgeous ship that is.
Copy, Vigilance. All pilots follow me. We'll do a quick pass of the fleet, calibrate flight controls.
Of course.
If people still haven't played Squadrons by now, like I would seriously recommend it.
Stay mobile. We don't want any collisions.
There we
From inside, you forget how Star Destroyers really
go. Here. And then that's a rebel.
Shields won't
Get
hold
this
us.
scam.
So close to the hull, there's no time to get careless.
Yes. Love it. Fourth right.
It is good to fly old school again.
So
Something
posh.
very forthright about a TIE fighter.
Looks like someone is testing
Half
those
speed,
formations.
faster turns, yep.
Better
I
here
like
than the
it.
field again.
Keep your distance, Helix. Those things run hard enough to vaporize a TIE.
I've known a few daredevils who found that out the hard way.
That was a bit
TIE
close.
pilots push the limits. Sometimes the limits push back.
goes on to.
The fleet is in good shape.
Honestly, she's so posh.
The vigilance reports our Gozanti transport is ready.
Mind you, so is my character.
Helix Squadron, head to the Gazanti and dock for hyperspace jump.
Absolutely.
Throttle down below the Gazanti so
Oh,
its
yeah.
locks can engage.
This also was just really cool. Like being able to actually physically like dock onto the Gazanti was just, and like seeing it, because you see it in Rebels, but like
Squadron are docked and clear for hyperspace
actually
jump.
seeing it and like feeling it is just really cool.
We'll have support.
Like the experiences that this game gave, like
They
it's
won't
just,
escape the
it's not
Empire
been done
twice.
yet, so it's just lovely. But yeah, let me know if the audio's too loud or if it's too quiet, and I will change it. I've not used Elgato for like streaming for, well, a couple months now, I think. So I'm not sure how the audio's like at the moment. And obviously that TIE Advanced X1, I think it's the X1, no, V1, the X1's Darth Vader's, that's got a hyperdrive in it, so that's why it was involved. Zeke's class shuttle there. Not Imperial though, I don't
It's
think.
only a haven for thieves and pirates. If the
GR75,
refugees
yeah,
are
well
here,
remembered.
they're not as innocent as they claim.
Typical Rebellion transport ship. Oh, we're going all out for this one.
Carriers moving into position.
Blockade is forming up. Our rear guard is secure at least.
Interesting. There's a lot of cargo traffic today.
And our convoy might be hiding among them.
Agreed. All cargo vessels. This is Captain Lyndon James of the Galactic Empire. Prepare for immediate inspection. And this is Foster Haven Station Master. Kindly
Right,
avoid
now I gotta
harassing my
search for
customers.
some
If they
peoples.
cooperate, they'll be fine. Pilot, proceed.
Too easy.
Check your forward sensor. Identify potential targets.
Yes, yes, yes.
Pilot, begin by inspecting that ship.
Okay. You good?
Wait. We have always been loyal to the Empire.
Glory to the Empire. Yeah. BFF1. These ships were legends as well, actually, and they got this game reintroduced them to the canon, I believe. I can't remember where they were from exactly, but
Good. Check that ship next.
they are very cargo orientated ships.
Not part of the convoy. Check another ship. So you're not impounding my ship? There. A ship's trying to flee. From a simple inspection.
Oh
We
yeah.
should teach them some
There
manners.
you go.
All pilots, bring your weapon systems online.
Oh my! I was trying to slow down like really quick. But...
Alright. Scan us then. Just stop
Oh,
shooting.
spicy.
No refugees here, sir. Just smuggled weapons and a cargo of spice.
Let the fleet handle those smugglers. We should get to the station.
Come on. With all the roads in number below.
My customers are legitimate traders. You have no right.
Seeing these like tram lines of cargo as well, so I
The
just
station's
think it's really cool.
defenses just activated.
Helix Squadron, destroy those turrets.
Not too far
The
away from
concert's
that.
under fire. Out here, no one shoots unless they're prepared for return.
They've got
fire.
powerful lasers.
Empire should know that.
Yeah, power management also is very cool in this game. Help. I know, thank you. Yeah, I think.
Lasers need to recharge.
Well, let's let them recharge.
Target destroyed. The defense capability is dropping. Keep going.
There's something over here still. Well, no, I see it on the map, but I just don't actually physically see it, which is really strange. Oh, no, there we go. We're all good.
That should do. Good shooting, pilot.
Look at the way the green light just flashes on the cockpit sides. It's just... That's awesome. Also, like the feeling of when you hit, like the vibrations you get when a blaster hits something is just satisfying.
Captain James, I think I found where the refugees are hiding.
I think it's so cool that you can just basically direct where they're going. Oh, X-wingers.
We've got enemy activity.
Time for the fight.
Pilots down. We have rebel X-wings on sensors.
Civilians off my station. They must be protecting the convoy.
Yes, 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 yes. I know.
Armor for the refugees.
Boom. Oh, bless me. Bloody hell.
Target destroyed.
Come on. Thank you. I love how he was still shooting when I got it. It's like that last bit of desperation. Ow.
Rebel down. Enemy is down.
Nice. 3/4 of the way through him now. Just 3 more ships by the looks of it. Oh well, he's really far away. Hey Jen, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well.
They think they can follow me.
Ready. Hey Zorkin, how's it going, bud?
The legend
I too hope you are well.
Rebel down.
Got him. Doing okay, thank you. How about you? Yeah, I'm not too bad, thank you very much. Is the gameplay too loud compared to me and all the music?
Through the station.
Just want to make sure I've got the audio okay. Unfortunately, I can't say as it's bedtime, but have a great stream, boy. No worries at all, my dude. Hope you have a good sleep and a good week at work. Oh no.
Prepare to fire.
I'm disabled.
Oh, Javes. You bad man.
Down. Those were iron missiles. Where the hell did they come from?
Sounds okay. Okay, nice. Thank you very much.
After all, Iran, I can't ignore what the Empire's become.
Sir. Lyndon, what are you saying?
That I don't care who ordered it.
Oh, powerful words, my guy.
And if protecting them makes me a rebel, then so be it.
Mash buttons.
Damn it! Pilot. See, bypass is shut down. Catch up with that traitor. Lieutenant Carroll to the Vigilance. Captain James is aiding the rebellion.
Oh, front shields a lot.
Immediate assistance.
Oh no. I wonder if you can actually damage him. I can't remember. It's been so long. Ow. No, I will not let you live.
I see the convoy. Dead ahead. Prepare to fire.
Oh, that's gonna be tight. That was very tight, Jesus. Okay, so you can damage him. I wonder if you can actually kill him if there's time. Great to think this is 2 years old. Dude, don't even get me started on that. It's so bizarre. Like, I genuinely remember, like, the week it came out so well. Yeah, like, the Friday before it came out, I got this. So, yeah, EA sent me this, like, Squadrons bomber jacket before the game release. I got it on the Friday. On that day, I went to uni to get, I went to my university induction. So that was a Friday. And then, on Monday, that's when I officially started uni. And that's when I was able to start playing the game. So... yeah, and then 2 days after that, so on the Wednesday, which was 2 days ago, so Friday, that was when we did the playtest, like the multiplayer playtest before it went live. And then obviously, yeah, it came out on the 2nd. It was just, that week was just so good. I just can't believe it was 2 weeks ago. It's just such a shame though, because like this game was so good. Like it's just, it released, you know, the campaign's really enjoyable. Like the experience itself is obviously just really good as well, and there was just so much potential for content, and it's just such a shame that there was nothing to it. Sadly, we didn't get to do what we planned for this game, but hopefully in the future I'll play a game. Yeah, because I remember we had a top 5 plays planned, and yeah, we had a top 5 plays planned. I remember that, and I created like the 5. I created like the top 5 plays intro thing. So I had like TIE fighters coming, shooting, X-wings coming in, shooting, and then the name displays. Like I had it all ready to go, but yeah, it was just one of those things that yeah, it just wasn't. It just didn't feel like the game to really have like particularly insane plays. Like there, obviously, you know, you can do some crazy stuff, but visually, like for a YouTube series, I just didn't really feel like it would work that well. It's just a shame, obviously, as well, just no content support. But one of the writers for this game actually wrote the Battlefront 2 campaign, Mitch Dyer. He actually tweeted today saying like, oh, that because there was a Squadrons case, like the Squadrons art with a cupcake that had 2 on it, and Mitch was like that. Like Squadrons sure looks good with a huge 2 next to it, and it was just like, yes, plus like, obviously that's not him teasing it's gonna happen, but it's just like, please, you know, like he clearly wants it as well, and it's just, it would be nice. It's one of those things though, like the Iron Man game is being made by Motive now, and a lot of the sort of senior staff on that game were the team on Squadrons, so it's like, if you start making Squadrons 2 during the Iron Man game development, then like you'd almost be taking away people from the Iron Man game, like a lot of the senior team from the Iron Man game to Squadrons. So it's just, I just don't think it's really, I don't think that's something particularly wise from a business decision. Yeah, I'm sure there will be another chance for it. Like if like you could for Hunters, but the thing with Hunters is like the most you can do is a quad feed, and like after sort of like one series of videos or something like that, then you'll probably have you know, after basically that one season, you'll probably have the whole, like everything that you can really do done. So it's just, yeah. I just don't think it would like be a particularly long thing to do. So Echo 5, no.
Thrusters. Echo 5, what are you doing? Damn it, 5.
Let's get those shields on.
Squadron, focus. We are not losing anyone else. Breaking formation. Capital ships are moving in. Rebel Alliance forces. The convoy needs support.
Wait, that was an Imperial transmission.
But yeah, how's the animation going anyway? I saw you post an animation the other day, which was looking nice. I love the design for the for your sort of GN Stormtrooper. It's just so nice.
Ties any longer. Who are you? A defector? If you'll take me, call me Lyndon. I'll explain later.
Quasar.
Help me push these fighters back. Echo 4, leave that quasar for now.
It's kind of crazy to think that like both pilots you play as were here at the same time.
Defend the convoy before it's too late.
Oh wow, there's loads over there. I got missiles. But yeah, I mean, in terms of like top 5 play stuff, I feel like the next game will realistically be the like respawn first-person shooter if that's got multiplayer. 'Cause obviously we don't actually know right now.
I picked up a tail. I couldn't let the Empire destroy more innocents
Damn right you did.
in the name of security.
Oh yeah. Nah.
Keep pushing.
It's going great. It takes time to find the rhythm and figure out the amount of frames for certain things, etc. But I'm getting there slowly. Nice. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things that takes time to really learn and figure out. But once you kind of find your workflow, you're pretty solid, I'd say. It's cool that you're also like posting updates. So I really like that. Oh yeah. Look at that nebula. It's just so nice. Like the way it fades from. I never really noticed that, but like it goes light, it's sort of blue to red / orange. Like obviously, or like red sort of dark side, blue light side, and then it sort of just comes in the middle to balance.
Willing and able. And keep assisting Echo Squadron.
Love that I'm rotating them. It's so cool. Boom. Alright, let's go. Just get behind, sort of drift, and then. Really couldn't use my missiles. No, Devil 2. Hey, Eugene, good to see you, man. Hopefully. How's it going?
Reinforcements are here.
Focus on the quasar. We'll mop up the ties.
I know. Oh, that's a triple. Quad feed. Yeah. Doing good. Happy you? Yeah, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Glad you're doing well. Which is rather swell. There are so many. Oh, he's slow. Oh, I want to get him. Never mind. I was thinking of trying to finish it for the end of September, but I'd rather not rush it and also be using my time on something else, so it'd be a little slow. Yeah, no, that's fair. Definitely don't rush it. Like, it's not worth stressing about rushing, and if you rush it, you won't put out as good a piece of work as you want, so.
Information.
Sweetheart.
Way to deal with that quasar.
For
Nice
now.
work. Squadron, form up.
I think we're clear. For now. Let's make the most of it. Echo Squadron, bring the convoy and Linden here to a safer position.
We're on it.
Heading towards a Star Destroyer. Again.
Dude, chill, it's fine. There we go. Not fast enough. Right here.
Our fleet's coming.
Ah, you got the Corvus there as well.
Fleet is now at your
Keep
location.
forgetting about that.
Echo Squadron, keep the convoy safe while the flagship engages the Vigilance.
A Raider, yeah,
Leave it
that's
to
it.
us.
Raider class Corvette. Yeah, that's the one.
Wait. The Empire's sending in a raider to intercept the convoy. We have to take that raider down. Pilot, with me. Almost in range. Get ready. Good. Their shields are weakening. Keep the raider focused on us, not the convoy. Starting another attack run.
Yeah, get some more shields of that.
They're trying to get cover from the capital ships. This is our chance. Finish this. We're wearing them down. Keep it up.
Boom. Squadrons is such a good game. It really is, yeah. I really hope they do a second one. Like, I am praying that they do it. If they do, though, it probably won't be for, like, it probably won't come out for, like, 6 years minimum, I'd say.
Good work. Echo, let's get that convoy to a safer location.
Head to the far side of the NC-80. Refugee convoy. We're out of time. We gotta get you out of here.
Refugee convoy to Rebel Alliance. We're ready for lightspeed jump. Wait. The Star Destroyer will be watching all possible vectors. They can still find you. Pilot, it's risky, but if we can destroy the targeting system on the
Your first ever Star Wars game? Oh, wow. So I guess it's probably got a really special place in your heart.
You're attacking the Star Destroyer?
Alright, wait, follow Captain James. Where are you, Mr. James? There you are. Let's go. Mexican Minister of Defense, goddamn right. I'm so glad Perez won. It's just nice to see him race, but like he dominates on street circuits. It's crazy. I never really thought about it, but then like, obviously he won in, like he won in Baku last year. I believe it was last year. Like he's just always done well in street circuits for Red Bull. Checker's built different. Yeah, he is.
Whatever happens next, you save
Because I played it 2 weeks ago via GeForce now. Hard to find lobbies, sadly. So played against AI. Yeah, that's the thing. Even like after a month, like even when the game came out, or like just after a month or so, like it was quite hard to find lobbies, which was a real shame because obviously it is a really fun game. So yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do?
We all choose our path. Light or dark. Freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting. To show the
Oh,
Empire
excuse me,
we are
sorry.
not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's
Don't know why I'm
reign
sneezing.
and brought about our new republic. However, the The Empire
Boromir
lives on,
sector.
shattered though it may be. As I speak,
Vanguard Squadron's like just design, like the paint job is just so good.
As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots,
It's good
this
propaganda.
war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new republic. Change our
Yeah, I think if they did a second game, I'd love to see it in based in the sequel trilogy. Have maybe like have a prologue on the Battle of Jakku, because obviously this all takes place before the Battle of Jakku. So, oh no,
Vanguard Squadron, Empress, do you read us now?
Gunny.
Had some trouble with our long-range comms.
You're the third patrol reporting comm blackouts. Head on back.
But if this game had content updates for every 3 to 6 months, it would have been insane. I mean, even like it could have done it more than that. Like 3 to 6 months is not a lot.
You want to race home, Fritz? We might make it before his speech ends.
Like if they just did content updates like basically every month, like they did for Battlefront 2, and like they did after this game launched, like came out in October, and then they did 2 content updates, one in November, one in December, and like those November and December months with content added was so good, and if they carried on, it would have just been unreal.
I'm not one for speeches. So I'll just say, I'm honored to assume command of the Temperance in this fleet. Vanguard Squadron's reputation for bravery and integrity is unrivaled. Which is why, effective immediately, we have been reassigned to an initiative codenamed Project Starhawk.
Starhawk. And those rumors about a secret project are true.
What do you think it is?
All I want to be is all I want to,
The key to victory.
all you want to see maybe is Checo Perez. Oh, or hear Checo Perez. You're a world champion. Champion of the world. Oh god, that would be awesome. I mean, he's doing really well, but the problem is if Red Bull are found out that they did infringe on the cost cap last year, and it excludes them from this year's championship, then Perez won't be able to win it this year, which sucks. Even though like Max will win it, but like if Max was disqualified because of Red Bull's moves, so would Perez. So yeah.
And this here's the Temperance, my pride and joy. I imagine you're excited to join the action. Speaking of, here's the rest of your squadron. Hey, Gonnie, I got your new pilot over here.
You go ahead, I'll meet you in. Welcome to Vanguard.
Yeah, let's
Squadron.
talk after the briefing. I love her robot arm. Like that's just so cool.
Happy to have you on the team.
Oh
Let's
really?
talk after the briefing, yeah?
You're joining one
Cool.
of the best.
At least with this game, I understand that they didn't update it further since it was advertised as a game with, which is finished and no post-launch updates. Yeah, that's the thing. Like it was always advertised that way, which I understand, but it still baffles me that it was that way in the first place because it just could have carried on. I understand it was a risk, but yeah, like it was risky, this game.
The one who saved your skin at Foster
But
Hayes.
yeah.
Ardo Barada, Fleet Intelligence, a pleasure.
I heard they rewarded you with a posting to Chandrilla.
So after this, I went to Chandrilla, huh? Or after that, sorry, after the episode. Not episode, the prologue.
And I figured you wanted to get back to the yacht.
Imagine being on Chandrilla for a bit.
Right.
Mon Mothma's homeworld, of course, where she was the senator of.
Welcome back to the front line.
I'd love to know what happens to Mon Mothma, actually, because she doesn't die. Like, what happens after episode 6?
As you know that
Form the Vanguard.
the Empire is jamming communication across the sector. I fear these blackouts will be a prelude to invasion. Vanguard Squadron, I need you to split up to solve this.
Been in way too many arguments about the cost cap.
Pilots to Brent House system forces.
What about it?
They haven't reported it.
Just that, like, Red Bull shouldn't be penalised if they are found guilty, or...
Gunny and Keel, that's where you're headed.
Thing is, the cost cap is that they're all submitted confidentially. So how does Merc know? Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Let's see how you do, Vanguard.
Could not tell you.
What a moment.
Sign our fleet systems.
Hello.
Hmm.
Grace Sally Vatara Signer. Grace, if you like. It's a pleasure. I've been with Vanguard long enough for Gunny to trust me with second position. And she doesn't trust easily. Especially those from Imperial families. Well, everyone...
I thought this was really cool.
Yes.
Like,
Unfortunately, my
yeah, we literally get to meet a family member of the Imperial
Can I take
like company
great
that
delight
builds
in
TIE
black
fighters. Like, that's so cool. Keo Venzi, racer. Thanks. Merlin. The thing is, Mercedes are always up to something with Red when it comes to Red Bull. Like their fight,
You'll do great.
it always just seems really petty. But
This is an amazing team.
thank you.
I went from semi-pro racing to fighting the Empire. Quite a change. But everyone in Vanguard
Life as a
believes
Haas
in
fan's
leaders.
difficult. Yeah, I mean, the start of this year looked really promising for Haas, but it's just sort of died off, which is really unfortunate.
But for now, we have scouts to find.
See you out there,
According
Keo.
to the battle plan, we aren't flying together on this mission.
Right, let's
She'll
go.
be on my wing sooner than later. See you out there.
Mimbanese is Gunny. Very cool.
Finally, chance to get acquainted. Like I said, the name's Gunny. Stay sharp, keep your nose clean, and we'll be off to a good start. We had calm blackouts like this right before the Empire invaded Mimban. Lost a lot of friends. But I learned to shoot a blaster. You'll be flying with Frisk and Grace today. Meet them if you haven't. The best advice
Okay.
I can give you is this.
I will get to my ship.
Stick with your squadron. It's simple, but sometimes
Um,
lone wolves need to hear it.
James Arnold Taylor voiced Frisk, the guy who voices Obi-Wan in what's it called? In the Clone Wars.
Nice to meet ya. Squad calls me Frisk.
It's also just really cool to see like a Trandoshan in this sort of like skin color. You don't normally. They're normally very like green,
I know it's not often you find a handsome fellow
and like orangey.
fighting for the rebellion, New Republic, or whatever we are now. I used to be in what you might call acquisitions, you know, hunting down
dear.
trophies, antiques, anything collectors wanted. Until I got that pesky death mark, of course.
Huh.
How was I supposed to know that painting was fake? Or that the Imperial Governor was going to show it on map?
That's mad. So that would have been several years ago. He's
That's what's great about this place, though. They always got a berth for a good pilot. Death mark or not. Say, you play Samak? I'm trying to learn, but no one around here ever wants to play me.
Of course, for credits.
Maybe we could go a few rounds, huh? For credits, of course.
Frisk is
It's
so
the only way I'm gonna
cool. I don't
learn.
like sand. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Guess we should get on and fix that comm blackout.
You ready to go? Just hop in the cockpit.
Thank you.
Mission already? Good. I'm not one for waiting around. Got an X-wing ready for you, Karen. A real beauty if you
Buddy
want.
droids.
Sorry. The droid's giving me the eye. Little rust buckets
Okay.
are always planning something, right? I was gonna say, if you need anything
Let's
for
do
that
it.
shiny starfighter of yours, just come to me, alright? I'll see you fixed up. You should
Let's
run a
go.
pre-flight check on your X-wing. Climb into the cockpit when you're ready.
Right, I'm going.
The X-wing.
Well, it's been like 12 minutes since I last did a mission because there's so much like stuff you can sort of listen to. It is cool though, like Sinar Fleet Systems got a drop. Thrawn got a name dropped. Like literally in the prologue and pre the first official mission, like just so many like cool things.
Alright. I'm loading in your astromech droid now.
One guy was trying to convince me that Hamilton was driving a prototype car. That's why he's finishing really low at the start of the year. What? No. Mercedes just weren't very good. That's what was up. That's what was up. And the thing is, like, Russell was outperforming Hamilton quite a bit, but Russell's used to performing well with a bad car. So if you give him, you know, obviously the Mercedes was, you know, based like top of the midfield at the time. You know, now we're in a position where Mercedes are a lot better. Hamilton's starting to perform more, but like Russell's staying, you know, very consistent. So, like, Russell's just genuinely a really good driver. That's the thing. Hamilton's just struggled a lot, you know. And maybe that could have been, you know, a mental thing from last year, you know. Russell's a good driver. Don't like him. Don't like Russell. Why is that?
Formation. Away we go. Stay close, Vanguard 5.
Yeah, boy.
Vanguard Squadron. Find the scouts, smash the jamming ships. And get back before the cantina closes.
I think Commander James skipped that in the briefing. Thanks, Otto. We'll be careful.
Regroup at Cabas once you find out.
It's pretty nuts that one A-wing and one U-wing like went alone to do this big thing. Feels like he has a big ego and nothing is ever his fault. Interesting. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say he's got a big ego. Personally, I don't feel like I've seen any examples of big egos and whatnot. He does seem a bit like crybaby-ish. You know, there certainly are times where he has seemed that way, but yeah. Right.
Let's go.
No scouts showing on sensors. You got anything, Grace?
Negative. We've got to be able to find someone out here.
Oh yeah, Imola. Yeah, that was.
I've got a Republic signal.
That was not good.
We may have found them. Heavy interference.
It's quite funny because that was like fairly late in the season when like all this speculation about Russell going to Mercedes was happening, I think. So it was a bit like, ooh, should he really go to Mercedes after that? And it was like, yeah.
I hope the scouts are all right.
There is a fight going on.
Me
Ooh.
too, Grace.
Let's take out these ties. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, he did pay to get into the sport. Problem is, though, is I get that, but like, if I could have someone who was genuinely a good driver that was going to perform, like, I'd rather have that. Whereas, like, Latifi's never really performed. So he's not really bringing in any money apart from what he's paying, but, like, I don't know. It's just silly, really.
That Kazanti must have been support for the Empire's jamming ships. If we scan the wreckage for its last known trajectory, it could lead us to the
Yeah, I've been quite impressed with Albon this year. He's had some pretty unlucky he's had some unlucky moments, but I feel like he's racing well. Like, he deserves to be back in the sport. Like, when he was at Red Bull with Verstappen, I was like, I didn't think he was a good driver at all, but his time out of the sport, I think has done him really well. And yeah, Zhou's also a paid driver, but he's actually putting in performances. He's obviously been very unfortunate with, obviously, you know, with Latifi today, a lot of the time he's had Ferrari engine troubles, and he has just been very unfortunate, but he is actually a pretty decent driver. I hate Corpse Husband. Oh no! Oh my god, this game is 2 years old. Yes, it is. It surprises a lot of people, I think, but yeah, it is now 2 years old. It makes me feel old. And yeah, it's just, it's weird. You know, it's really weird. But yeah, 2 years old now. They did go incredibly fast. Like, the game came out, and then what happened? No. Yeah, the game came out, and then it was a year of Star Wars game announcements, and then this year was like, it was pretty much almost, it was almost a, well, it was a year and a quarter until, like, after Squadrons released, until we heard about what was next with EA Star Wars. But at least we know now. Remember December 2020 when I was getting Battlefront 2 and started watching you vids? Good old days. Yeah, they were the good old days. I mean, that was like several months after. That was 8 months after Battlefront 2 ended as well. Which is pretty crazy. Yeah, you used to have... Thing is, anyone who sort of started watching the channel for Battlefront 2 content after Battlefront 2 ended probably had like a lot of Battlefront 2 content to watch. And it's like, it's sort of the same now with a lot of other content. Like, if they find my channel now, like, there's so much stuff to just binge, and I really like that. But it's kind of what's helped motivate me to stay consistent with uploading, even though like Star Wars gaming has been really like quite dead. Kind of wish I played this game more. I played about half the story mode, then 3 days worth of multiplayer. Had fun, but didn't stick with it. Shame. Yeah, well, I mean, it was quite hard to find games from the multiplayer, unfortunately. But I've got several days worth played on the multiplayer, and then I play through all the campaign at the start, and then yeah, God damn, this is not going well for me. Should probably get shields up. Shields are full, which is good. Yeah, this is the first time I've played the campaign since I've gone, since I completed it at launch. Hello. Oh, where is he? Man, that was close. Sometimes I go back and watch old Battlefront 2 stuff from around the gym and stuff. It was really cool to see what people thought would come to the game in the future. Yeah, like, I remember, like, update God damn it.
Stupid Empire. Try to invade our territory, will ya?
Gunny, do you read me? We just got off 2 jamming ships en route to your location. What's the situation?
Cody and Keo are in trouble.
We need to help them now. Head toward Cavis.
Let's move, Vanguard 5.
Sorry, Grogu Brickhead fell and, yeah. Grogu Brickhead fell and broke, so I'm missing an ear. Give me another second. Well, I'm still missing in it. It's going to take me some time. I'll find it in an hour or so. Not the Grogu brickhead, I know. Full Grogu. Oh. I found the ear. It was right in front of me. Problem is, like, one of the light I'm using now, I have two, and one of them broke fairly recently, or like it's stupidly sensitive because of likely damage, and that falling, like it felt like that a lot because I just rest it on my face cam because there's nowhere else for me to put it. So yeah, it's not ideal. Right, Grogu is fixed, I think. Well, I know. Oh, hello. I'm coming into some battles here. Now, I know Grogu's fixed. There was another piece as well. Anyway, back to Squadrons. Come on. Was that something? No. Right, are we good? No.
Imperial reinforcements. Another goes anti with ties.
Nice.
Then we take them out too.
Nice.
That Cassanti just jumped out of the system.
Boom. Yeah, so yeah, like update concepts and stuff, that was awesome. Like I used to watch
That's all the TIE fighters.
yeah, like I used to watch no, not used to watch. I used to like make update concepts for like Battlefront 3, but they started performing really bad. Concepts and stuff, they didn't perform well, so I ended up stopping them. I've done like update concepts for Hunters and stuff. Like when Hunters actually comes out and people start getting hyped about the game, then there's gonna be tons of videos for people to watch, which is an exciting prospect. It's been about 2 years since all these Star Wars games were announced, and we have gotten approximately 0 of them, and it feels like every update we get from them are about delays. The Indiana Jones game gives me hope though. Yeah, well, so a year and 9 months ago was when the Ubisoft open world game was announced. A month later, pretty much almost exactly a month later, was Hunters being announced. Okay. What next? What was announced after that? Then we didn't get anything for ages, I don't think. Oh, that was risky. Yeah, so oh dear lord. Yeah, so I think it was Ubisoft Open World in January 2021. Then it was Hunters in February 2021. And then there was nothing for ages. And then a year in September, so pretty much just over a year ago, that was when the KOTOR remaster, KOTOR remake was announced. And then December was when Star Wars Eclipse was announced. And then January this year was when EA announced the 3 Star Wars games coming from them. So yeah, it was pretty much just like throughout last year we got announcements all the time, but we didn't really get any news about them. And then we did hear news in August 2021 about Hunters, but that was of a delay. And then we heard about it again. Well, then it soft launched last November, but then was delayed again at the end of July. The KOTOR remake was sort of delayed as of August because it changed studios, which will no doubt mean a delay is happening. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but yeah. Next year we will get Jedi Survivor though, which is good, and we will get Star Wars Hunters hopefully now. Oh no, that was really bad. Yeah, we will get Hunters, we will get Jedi Survivor, so that'll be good. Once these Star Wars games really get rolling and there is more of an audience for that kind of content again, your content's going to pop up again. I'm honestly hoping so. Like, it's been ages since I've seen real like growth or much success with it since Squadrons released. So I've had some good stuff with Hunters, but the thing is, Hunters, as Tom says, Hunters is really dead at the moment because it's in soft launch. So publicly they don't talk about it an awful lot. Like, obviously it's released in certain countries on certain platforms and whatnot, but because there isn't a lot going on with it at the moment, it's just, that's really quiet. A lot of people don't really like know about it, and it's just yeah, so it's just in a bit of a weird spot. Oh wait, no, I think that goes here actually, isn't it? Yes, I have solved Grogu. I have fixed him. There you go. Grogu Brickhead has been rebuilt. Just give me Star Wars and Apex collab already. Yeah, I'm sure they'll do another one next year. Hunters looks like fun. I think cool concept for a Star Wars game. No, it really is. Like, and yeah, it is a fun game. Like, I've been playing it since its soft launch, and it is a genuinely fun game. It's just like, yeah, it is a shame that it hasn't launched yet because boom. Yeah, it is just a shame that it hasn't launched yet because yeah. Literally just one touch of that wire and it just falls. It's a joke. Sorry guys. Shouldn't need to touch it now though because Grogu is fixed, so that's good. So yeah, as for why it's not launched yet, so it's in soft launch, and what that basically means is it's kind of like a beta, but it's like a very long one. So typically soft launches can last anywhere between a month to a year or more. As we're seeing with Hunters, it will be over a year. It would have been in soft launch for. And one of the key things they look for in soft launches is player retention. So that basically means if someone plays a game, how long do they stick around for in a particular period? So that's what they're looking for. So every sort of like 3 months, they're adding new content to the game. So 3 months after soft launch, they added 2 new hunters and events, I believe, and just some more cosmetics. So at that point, then, you know, they've had 3 months of player retention data. They've updated the game with new content. How long do people stick around now, for example? Like, do the same people come back? If they do, are they playing for longer because there are new hunters and new events and stuff? Like, are events drawing people into playing more and whatnot? 3 months later, they added battle passes and more changes and stuff. So now that they've added battle passes, they want to see how long people are sticking around then. So a lot of the time, you know, and the thing to remember is soft launches are incredibly common with mobile games. You never really see it with consoles at all, which is probably why you might not heard of it before. I had before Hunters, like I'd seen it before. Yeah, it's just one of those things, and I think it's a shame. Like I think, like with Hunters being such a large IP, it's got more eyes on it, especially in the Western world. So you know, more and more people are seeing it, and it's been in soft launch for so long, and they kind of think, "What the hell is this? Like, why is that a thing?" Because people don't really know what it is and don't really understand it, they don't like it. I'm not like the biggest fan of it, but I understand why they're doing it. At the end of the day, you know, you can only launch a game officially once, and I think they want to do it right. And like, it genuinely is a really fun game. It's come a long way since it first launched, so I think by the time it actually launches, like in probably 8 months or something at the latest, hopefully, like the game's going to be a lot different to what it is now, and I'm just really excited to see where it's going to be. The latest video on your second channel, was that sponsored? It wasn't, no. No, so it wasn't sponsored, but it was, well, so it was a thing I knew about before, but a friend of mine invited me to it. So yeah, a friend of mine got invited to the early playtest and whatnot, and he was then able to invite friends to it as well. So I got the invite to it, so I got to play the game before it was like officially revealed and whatnot. And I just, you know, decided to make some content on it because it was a really fun game. I need to play it again, but yeah. What is going on here with this loading time? We are still in game, so I'm going to give it a sec. But yeah, have a great day, man. I'm going to go play some Squadrons for old time's sake. No worries at all, man. Have a good rest of your day, and we will hopefully see you again soon. Yeah, not entirely sure what's going on here, to be honest. I might have to... Problem is I restarted from... Let's just retry from checkpoint, see if that does anything. Because Right. It did do something, that's good. Yeah. Hera. Seeing Hera for the first time in the trailer, like, I flipped. I was like, no way.
I think you'll be interested.
Did you play the Modern Warfare beta, do you mean? Then yes, I did. I probably should have streamed it, I just didn't really feel like in the biggest like of moods for yeah. Was the F4 map a playable map? It was not, no. I think they're either actually taking that map out of the game, or they're changing it because of certain things. I think it was like a licensing issue. Seems like it's just a genuinely long loading time. Which is really bizarre. It's annoying because I'm on the PS4, so it's not, yeah, it's not the PS5 with the super speedy loading times. So, yeah, that is a shame. Would have been the only reason he picked it up. I think it will still be in the game. I just don't actually know, so we'll see. It's just because I think the issue is that they had cars that basically just. Well, the thing is, it looked like a Red Bull car basically in terms of the colours, and I think that caused issues. I don't really know why. Bless me. So I don't know why I'm sneezing so much today. Jesus. I haven't all day. It's only when I'm streaming I've been sneezing. Well. Yeah. Something seemed... If there genuinely has been an issue with it, then that might be it. But I don't know. I don't know how true that is. Well, this is really annoying. Who's my favourite driver in F1? Honestly, I don't feel like I have a favourite driver, to be honest. Like, I really like Perez, I like Russell, I like Norris. To be fair, I'd say half the grid at least I really like. Like Sainz, Leclerc, like, I'm pretty happy with anyone winning. I support, like, I mainly support McLaren as a team, but, you know, the last few years have been really rough, and I know they're not, you know, a title contending car, so it's, like, obviously I'm still supporting them, but I'm not going to be like, come on, I really hope they win the championship this year, because, like, I know for a fact that's not happening. I know that's a bit, like, defeatist, which isn't like me, but I'm just being realistic. Opinions on Max. I mean, I think he's a really good driver. I don't think there's any doubt about it. You know, he can be a bit... I feel like he can be a bit arrogant sometimes, but... You know, I don't have any particular issues with him at all. Like, I thought last year, like, Hamilton at Silverstone, for example, like, loads of people defended Hamilton on that one, but I don't think that was right. Because, you know, Silverstone this year, like, Max and Leclerc were pretty much in the exact same issue, and Leclerc gave Max space. They were in the same situation. Max was in the same, pretty much the same line. Leclerc was basically where Hamilton was. And Leclerc had plenty of room to, like, he didn't give him the corner, but, like, he gave him space so that he could race. Whereas Hamilton, like, basically didn't shut the door on him, but, you know, obviously got a bit too close. Yeah, like, you know, he's an amazing driver. There is no doubt. So. Oh, was it Leclerc and Hamilton that were in the same situation in Silverstone? I thought it was Max and Leclerc, but maybe not. To be fair, Silverstone this year actually was phenomenal. Like, especially at the end when there was like 5 cars racing at the same time. Like, that was insane. I think it was Leclerc and Hamilton. Okay. Well, the thing is, if it was Leclerc and Hamilton, then it's kind of like, well, if there was space for Leclerc this year, why wasn't there last year? Like, I appreciate, to be fair, the cars are smaller this year. But still, it just seems a bit... It just seems a bit suspicious to me, honestly. Chance that Vettel and Alonso can get a podium at the same time. Yeah, I mean, Vettel on the podium again would be really nice. Just, like, a good way to send him off, in a way. Yeah, I'm really gutted for Vettel, to be honest, because, like, when Aston Martin were coming into the sport, I was really excited, and I thought they were going to be, like, pretty solid team, and you know, I just thought it was going to be quite good, but, you know, Yeah, they've just been a huge disappointment. Like one of the worst teams on the grid, and it's just like, come on. And like you had Vettel going there, and it's just like, it was meant to just be this really exciting time, and it just wasn't. Right, well that's really... Wait. If I continue story, hopefully it would have saved a bit, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, and it's like Aston Martin like not performing consistently has been a big reason for Vettel retiring. Thought you were on PS5? Nah, my PS5 broke ages ago. It's been broken for about 3 months now, and I just haven't paid to get it fixed or got a new one yet. But I'm gonna get one at some point this month, I'm thinking.
Great work, team. First round's on Frisk.
Welcome home, Vanguard.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Time for celebration, I'm afraid. We have a visitor.
There we go.
I think you'll be
Oh, but yeah, it literally goes to the cutscene straight away, yeah. So someone saying that they purposely sent him, Yuki, back out knowing that they had the issue and purposely caused the safety car to aid Max. No, I mean, the thing is, like, stuff like that is genuinely possible, but, you know, no one can prove it. It was really stupid. Like, they clearly knew, like, I think it's quite clear that they knew something was up, but it's just like, I don't know. That's the problem when you have a sister team like that, though. Like, it's the same company, really, and, you know, it's just like they take orders from Red Bull, so if Red Bull need assistance, then they're there to help them, and it's just, I don't like that about it, honestly.
We're a team.
You're right, Gunny. But still, nice flying out there.
Speaking of fancy flying, I was thinking about the Dragon Void run from a few years back. You see that one, Kyo?
Oh, sure. I caught the whole thing on the HoloNet.
Yeah, me too. I watched the entire thing, but for the life of me, I can't recall who won.
I think it was one of the Ash twins? No, wait. Dylan Booth.
Yeah, that's it. Boy, he was something else back then. In fact, the only pilot
I thought it was an issue with the tyres, but it was an issue with the engine, they didn't realise. So I just feel like that's something they should realise, though. Like, I'm pretty sure Yuki was complaining about his tyres, saying that there was an issue with the tyres.
Let's get in there and find out what's next.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Commander's waiting.
Oh yeah, no, it's not Hera, it's Wedge. Love Wedge. Is PS5 good availability in the UK here in the Netherlands? It's like once in 3 months. I don't really know. I haven't looked in ages, honestly.
So where is it now?
I may not be able to get one this month, but we'll see. Wedge Antilles Rogue Squadron. Ooh.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron. I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a con through. I have a Star Destroyer.
I know the availability is a lot better now than it used to be, though. That's all I can say.
For Project Starhawk. Intact. Now we prove what Vanguard's made of. Wedge, if you would.
As you may have overheard, Talos Group has cornered the Imperial Star Destroyer Victorum above the planet Yavin. They're in touch.
Heading out because I got 3 school tests next week, but it was fun. See you. No, I saw Eugene. Best of luck with the tests. Hope they go well. They are still super expensive, though. Oh yeah, no, they will be, and they will stay that way for a very long time.
Naturally, if we can also take out the targeting system, that'll buy us even more time. Next, we need to prepare the Star Destroyer for boarding. You'll need to find a potential breach point in the Victorum's hull, preferably near the bridge. Once you find a good spot, bombard it until the hull is breached. However, we can expect that the Victorum still has plenty of TIE fighters. They will try to stop us. Once the skies are clear, we can bring in the boarding team. While our troops capture the bridge, Vanguard...
Damn right you did.
...from reinforcements. Once the boarding team has seized the bridge and is in control of the Star Destroyer, we'll rendezvous with the Templars.
Right,
Okay, I
let's
think I
go.
understand.
Let's speak to
Star
Wedge.
Destroyer sounds simple. Let's hope it is.
Oh, damn right, I have talent.
Sorry for the speedy introduction. The Talus Group was counting on me to get reinforcements fast. Your commander says you have talent. Enough to steal a Star Destroyer and get away with it. Normally, I'd have rogue squadron for this. But General Syndulla gave me a temporary assignment to Project Starhawk. Meanwhile,
Sky Strike Academy,
well,
referring to Star Wars Rebels, because you actually see that in Star Wars Rebels.
General Syndulla keeps us busy.
Again, like the amount of Star Wars Rebels like references in this game is actually ridiculous.
Sky Strike Academy.
Something done about the cost cap, so teams can buy their engines. It doesn't affect the cost cap. Yeah, as Red Bull has to make theirs, it affects the cost.
Look, I appreciate the talk, but Talus Group's
Well, I mean, Mercedes make their own. Ferrari make their own. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a, yeah, it's an interesting one. It is unfortunate though. Is at the same time as all this is happening, like the Battlefront 2 campaign's happening at the same time. Well, I just think that's so cool. Just like, you know, Wedge is here doing this on Yavin Prime, whereas Luke was out on that planet in the Battlefront campaign where he meets Del Meeko. I can't remember what it's called now. Pilio? Yeah, Pilio.
It's damn good to see you, Wedge. We've taken heavy losses.
That was a good mission,
We need
that.
Star Destroyer stopped.
Don't you worry. We're here to hijack it.
You're what?
This is gonna be a battering for them.
Those have got to be the first to go.
Agreed. They're fast. They'll rip right through our fighters. Vanguard, prioritize targets.
Nice.
Here I am.
Hit him. deal minimal hull damage, but they do disable, which is very useful. Boom. One's here. Right, I think there's one more. Just down there. And he's dead. It's actually been hammered pretty hard, actually. This. We got him. Easy.
We've taken heavy losses. We need to make a few repairs, then get ourselves out of here.
Roger that, Talus Leader. And don't worry about the Imperials. We'll keep them busy.
You're really gonna steal that Star Destroyer?
That's the plan.
Yes.
Okay, Vanguard, on me. Let's head for the Victorum.
Focus your shields before they open fire on us.
Come on.
Look out its targeting system.
Yeah, boy.
Let's do it. Putting power to forward shields.
Right.
All that damage, and this thing still has teeth.
Boom, it's the bridge. Imagine actually being in a TIE fighter and then you just see some like X-Wing. Just like chill. Well, you can't really see a bridge there, but
The U-Wings can get in safely.
There's no chance to capture that Star Destroyer. If we take the bridge, we'll have access to its internal systems. Scan
I
for a
wouldn't mind
respawn,
hearing it.
so we can send an aborting team. You're up, 5.
Bridging a Star Destroyer, just like the old days.
Look out, Vanguard. We got a gunny star incoming.
no good. Oh.
Sure. Just tell me when I can turn my comp.
Have to get behind.
Keep looking. Imperial fighters incoming.
Copy that. One behind us.
Oh, it's actually down. Down below.
On your way.
Enemy destroyed.
Oh wow, that missile launch has got a lot of health. Jesus.
I'm taking fire.
There we go.
Let's keep looking.
They locked onto me.
Well, it looks like there's still a breach point somewhere. Ah. Right, right. Oh yeah, that'll be a good spot. You can just see like the opening for it, just right there.
Empire's locking onto me.
Yeah, you can. Oh, of course, there's a trash chute, yeah, because then, yeah, I mean, I knew people would burn over there. But then it opens up here, shoots it out, and then, yeah, nice. There's so many good Star Wars nuggets in this game, it's actually crazy. Might have to do that, make a short series about all the Easter eggs in this game. That'd be cool. Have to make a note of that. Imagine if like the optional objective here was like if you don't save Frisk, he dies. Nice. I'm a nice guy. What can I say? Really do. Looks like you can always destroy this. You can just destroy it.
That's it. All fighters destroyed. Great work. Viewings are on their way. We can bring the boarding team in safely. Follow me to the rendezvous. We'll give them cover.
Back on. Let's go.
Alright, let's destroy some turrets. Yes. Right, let's follow Reginald. Although he is going that way, so I'm just gonna. Boom. It's one of my favourite things to do in this is just destroying all the turrets. I'm not gonna lie, it's just so fun. Oh, that's where they come from. Imagine being on the boarding. Imagine being able to play as the boarding team. Like, how cool would that have been? Just imagine.
Boarding team, we have you on our sights. Ready to take on a Star Destroyer? Copy, Captain Antilles. Just get us there and we'll do the rest. You heard it, Vanguard. Guide those U-wings into position. Stay sharp.
Right, I've pretty much cleared that left side of guns, so.
If our boarding party takes the breach,
Nice. Those seems to be one just kicking it out.
the crew will be in front of the computer access. And all the blast doors locked.
Oh, there's a cruiser. Alright, oh, we'll get that. Oh, it's a quasar. Okay.
We've got an Imperial carrier here launching reinforcements.
Welcome back, Tom. Welcome back. I'm just destroying the turrets at the moment because why not? I've never actually destroyed all of them before, so I kind of want to just like see what it's like if I do it. See how peaceful it would be. It's not all of them done yet though. Well, I think there are a lot of ties on there, which is not ideal. Oh wow, they're actually hammering. Alright, so even though... I don't know if that was turrets from down here, sort of like glitching through or something, but... You get off me. Oh, hello, you're around still, yeah. Nice. Well, I think that's literally everything now. Currently playing through Ghost of Tsushima, nice. What do you think of it? I've never actually played it, so... Yeah, it looks like they just have some guns just shooting through anyway. Alright, well that's cool. I did destroy everything, so... Let's actually get on with the mission.
Copy that. One behind us.
Boarding team here. We've secured the breach point.
Nice. Ion missiles are great against shields.
Carrier. Oh.
We're weighing the carrier down. Keep at it.
10 out of 10. It's honestly so beautiful looking. Yeah, it does look like really good. It's just like one of those types of games that I probably just don't. I just don't typically play those kind of games really, which is a bit of a shame. But maybe I'll play it at some point because my brother downloaded it. He bought it like a while back, so I'll probably play it eventually. Just I'm not sure when that will be yet. Regroup with Legend. First Need for Speed campaign of the week. Nice. Need for Speed Heat is actually the only Need for Speed I've not. I don't think I've played any of Need for Speed Heat. I don't know. I just feel like Need for Speed's just not been the same for the last like 10 years. Like the Need for Speed reboot was okay, but it wasn't anything crazy. And then yeah, I've just not really got into it, which is a bit of a shame. Oh god, there's 3 of them. Jeez. And I've just destroyed all the turrets.
Make that 3 carriers.
That's a lot. Get ready, everyone. We're in.
You've had Heat, Rivals, and Payback in PSG games, right? Nice. Yeah, the Need for Speed game that I think I played first was like Need for Speed Carbon. That game was really fun. I used to really enjoy that, but I didn't play it much. It was just like my mum's friend owned it, so every time we went there we'd play it. But that was like once a year, maybe twice. And then I played the first game I properly owned was Need for Speed Most Wanted, like the newer version of it. A huge amount of hope for it, though. Honestly, I don't know. I hope I'm pleasantly surprised by it, but I don't know. Wait, for real? Yeah, that's sick. Yeah. They were so it's Criterion are the ones making it. Like as soon as they finished working on Battlefront 2, and then after Firestorm, they went and started making the new Need for Speed game, and then they had to delay the Need for Speed game by a year because of Criterion helping out with Battlefield 2042. So yeah, no, it's been public knowledge that the Need for Speed game's coming out for a long time now.
Way across the flatlands when those droids shot me
Damn
down.
right you do.
And believe me, you
Big
have
up,
never
Gunny.
seen a finer crash landing. The only problem was my arm got caught in some wreckage. Figured I'd rather live my life with one arm than sit around and wait for those droids to find me.
Yeah.
Besides, you only need one hand to carry a blaster, right? I dragged myself out of those flatlands with only one arm and a seriously sour disposition. I guarantee those clone boys have never seen anything like me before.
It's actually nuts how many Easter eggs there are in this game. Jesus Christ. Just so, like, just the references to Clone Wars, to Rebels, to the films. Like, it's actually it's just madness. Hopefully it isn't terrible remake like the last one. No, I think it's completely new. I think it's called Need for Speed Unbound. That's what the rumours are suggesting anyway. They come from Tom Henderson was the one that reported on it the last few days ago. And he's pretty reliable, so...
Talking about what happened to the Victorum, and Keo had one of those. What do you call them?
It's just a hunch, Frisk, that's all.
So what do you think happened?
I feel like
She is force sensitive.
they probably sabotaged the hyperdrive before our soldiers could get them off the ship.
I know it sounds wild, but when Keo has a hunch, they're usually...
I actually saw a thing about, I think it was when I was having dinner or some point earlier today, about Marillions and how, well, pretty much like Keo said, like how they're sort of like naturally quite, you know, in tune with the Force and stuff.
I don't like to talk about it. These days, you never know who in the galaxy is listening.
Now, let's get serious, huh? When are you gonna have a premonition about the Carillion lottery?
We should get going, shouldn't we?
Really? People are waiting for us to save them, and you're thinking about credits.
Right, let's go.
Look, you see any numbers, just
tell me, okay? They gotta be good at something.
We really should get going.
A-wings go as fast as you can fly them. Their whole
Yeah, I
shields are
do
too
like
light
the.
to take on capital ships, but Imperial
Oh yeah, I
starfighters won't
quite
stand a
like
chance
the
with two of this tall.
barrage rockets. Right. I didn't really edit my loadout much in the campaign when I first played it, but yeah. I'm extremely hyped now. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it, and yeah, I will let you know when I'll tag you when I see it on Discord or something, probably. Oh no, it's this mission. Yeah, it's when you learn to drift. I thought so. I remember that was the 5th mission, but I thought yeah, it's mission 3 technically, not mission 5.
What happened here?
Need to buy a cruising time.
Our Star Destroyer's in trouble.
Vanguard, good
Oh
to
yeah,
see you
it's
again.
5.
Think you can keep those bombers off us?
We're on it, Victorum. Sit tight. 5, intercept those time
No, you can
bombers.
do
We
because
need
I
to buy our
destroyed them
cruising
all.
time.
Lol.
Brisk and I will handle the rest of the starfighters.
I'm with ya.
Victorum, these bombers are coming in fast. You might want to activate turbo lasers.
Just been so busy, so I had time to watch it. Oh, you still need to watch Andor. Sorry, yes. Yeah, you do. It's really good. Honestly, it's really good. Getting back into thing though, like September and October can just be so busy. So I don't blame you.
You'll lose your controls or worse.
I've actually got The Walking Dead starting up again tonight. Like it'll be like it'll be very early hours tomorrow on Monday when it comes out. Yeah, it should be out on Disney Plus by the time I wake up tomorrow morning, so I'll definitely be watching that as soon as I wake up. Although I do have a lot of work to get on with, but I just want to watch it. Hello?
Work fast. Imperial shuttles headed your way.
Hold them off. If even one Imperial shuttle reaches us, we'll be overwhelmed.
You heard them, Vanguard. Intercept those shuttles.
Okay, I will handle the other shuttle.
We should split up to take them down.
LOL. That was ease.
On your wing, pal.
They're taking their sweet time.
On it. You handle the other shuttle.
Alright, there's 5. There's going to be another 2 at some point. And a 3rd.
Nice work.
Oh.
I'm here.
Detecting 2 more Imperial shuttles.
Be a good thing to wake up to? Yeah, it will be. For some reason, I wouldn't be surprised if it just wasn't on there, but it will be. Because I mean, I did Google to check that it was going to go live on Disney Plus in the UK, and it said it would. So, or a website said it would. How trustworthy they are, I don't know. But it was going live on Disney Plus before, like in the previous 8 episodes and whatnot. So yeah, it should be good. Oh no, sorry, there are going to be 6 lander shuttles. Okay.
Another shuttle group incoming. They have ties in tow.
You're dead. Sounds so weird coming from a rebel soldier.
Thanks. Only one shuttle left.
One shuttle is all they need.
Don't let those shuttles near our Star Destroyer.
There we go. Nice. Oh yeah.
You're in the clear.
They're done.
Imperial transports are done for. That's
Okay.
those blasted shuttles. Just in time. Systems are up. Time to fix the hyperdrive.
You got it.
Take out the Empire's
But
carriers
yeah,
and
that's a
buy
good
us time,
formation.
alright?
I'm calling in Y-wing support. They'll lead a bombing run on those carriers. Don't let any TIE fighters near them. Alright, Y-wings are here. Vanguard, if we lose our bombers, we're done for. Take out those TIEs.
Oh, dude. Their missiles apparently, chaps. It's not going to impact me. There we go. Yeah, it's down. Lovely. It wasn't me, but, you know, we knew. Oh, yeah. Oh, looks like another bunch came out. Oh Christ, where did they go? There we go. Nice, that's that one. Lovely.
The Empire's on me.
One down, one to go. There it is. I'm not wasting any time, excuse me. Yeah, boy.
Carrier down. Great start. Lost a bomber.
I can do it. Nice.
The second carrier goes up in flames.
Beautiful work, Vanguard.
Ow. Bloody hell.
Hyperdrive is almost ready. Can you buy us just a bit more time?
Don't worry, Vanguard has you covered. Squadron, take down the rest of these
Hello.
TIEs.
One thing I struggled with this mission, so this is where you learn to like drift with the ships. When I was playing this before the playtest, I had no idea how to do it, and like it felt like the instructions weren't clear. So I just want to see how it actually was.
That's the last of them.
Your timing couldn't be better. We're almost done.
Our bombers are out of here. Thanks for the backup.
We're doing our final test, Vanguard. Spread out and keep watch.
Learn to drift. Cool. Here we go.
Nice moves back there, Keo. You gotta teach the rest of the squadron that drift.
You want to learn right now?
Done that.
Watch Fly figure it out first.
Okay, follow me.
Ready to boost.
I learned this racing in the Koshi Star Circuit. First, transfer all power to your engines and fly as fast as you can.
Oh.
Yes. Now we're gonna buzz.
No,
the
to
bridge
be
of
fair, it was clear. It's just, it just said turn as hard as you can. So I was like turning, and it wasn't doing anything.
When you're ready,
There we go. Everyone, see you. Hope you're stopping by to wish you a good stream. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I'll be doing this mission and then calling it a night there, I think. So yeah, but no, it's been good fun actually. It's nice to replay the Squadrons campaign after so long, and just remember like how many Easter eggs there were, because there's just so many. Like this is only the third proper, like, well, this is the 5th mission, but it's mission 3, and there are just tons of Easter eggs, which is crazy.
Spectators.
Hyperdrive's operational, Vanguard. What do you say we get out of here?
Regrouping on your position, Victorum.
Boom.
I'm in formation. Took a hit.
You're good now. Joining formation. All right, Victorum, we're in position. Where are we headed?
Somewhere classified. Just sent you the coordinates.
Got him. Punching
You
him
could
in.
see there were issues.
Jumping to hyperdrive.
yes, yes. I can do that. Every time I hear Victorum, I just think of Chancellor Valorum. I'm not gonna lie. Just because it's the V at the start and then the Aurum at the end. Victorum, Valorum. See where I'm going with this. It would be really interesting to find out how many kills like each team member got during the mission. Because I feel like the player would just have so many and then just, yeah. But how far does that go? It looks like it goes on forever. In both ways. Well, that's mad. I wonder what this would have been like in its prime. Did we kill all of them? No. Thanks, Gunnerson. Oh no. Yeah, I should probably get some shields back up. Oh. I'm still reloading, come on. Send it now, will. There we go. Boom. Well, that's one down. Looks like there's going to be 3 at least. Two more to go. Hey. And that is that one down. I don't see any other raiders though, do you? Oh yeah, there's 2 there. Don't know if I can be others. I don't have the missiles for it really either, that's the problem. I got 30. Let's go and yeah. It's because of the shields mainly that I'm not doing too much to it. Oh wow, I got pretty bad then. Right, we're done. Any more missiles? Where's that other raider? Oh wow. Is it up here? Yeah, it's up there. Kept dying on this mission. I just took ages on the drifting section. Like, I couldn't drift the first time I got this, so yeah, I really struggled with that a lot. Finally managed to do it after I got some advice. It's just really confusing. But yeah, we did it. Alright, regroup at rendezvous. Where's rendezvous? Down there, I think. Boom. Oh, we are just about to leave in time. They really are fully sending this. Hell yeah. It's a pretty like tough mission though, to be fair, because it's just constant. Like you're constantly under siege. Oh yeah, isn't the Starhawk made out of Star Destroyers? That's a really nice shot of Kyo there, actually. Like the focus on her there with like the blurred background and stuff, it just looks really well shot. A lot of the cinematics are really nicely shot though, actually, in all fairness.
I believe that is the idea.
Just feels like classic. Just watched episode 4 of Rings of Power, nice. I'm up to date, so I've watched all 6 so far. It's a very good show. Error.
Now that is a battleship.
That's why we've been gathering Imperial ships. To build this.
We call it the Starhawk. And it's going to help us end
There you
this
go.
war.
General Syndulla.
Hello, Vanguard. Welcome to the Nadiri dockyard.
Right. I will head to the main menus now and call it a night there. That was good fun though. It was really nice to actually revisit Squadrons, to be honest. I've not done it for a long time, so certainly the campaign anyway. I've not done that for a while, so that was good. There are no more operations either, so it is just 9,111 days until the operation ends, which is a long time. I'll see how many years that is exactly. 3, 6, 5, no, 9, 1, 1. Ooh. 5 by 3, 6, 24.96 years. So 25 years basically is that operation date. But it's just because there's no more rewards and stuff. So yeah, you can basically spend as long as you need to try and get Galactic Ace and get those rewards. Not that I think that would be achievable for me because I'm not good enough. But there we go. Anyway, happy 2-year anniversary to Squadrons. It's come out 2 years ago now, which is pretty nuts. And yeah, that's that. I will continue with the story again at some point. Like, we're now on to mission 4, which is the first mission as the Empire, which is really cool. So yeah, I have had a good night. Thank you very much, Obi. Had some good food for dinner, and yeah, and then I played some Squadrons for a couple of hours, which is always nice. So yeah, I don't know when I'll continue with it, but I will continue with this at some point because I do want to finish it again. And I think it'll be fun to do before the end of the year. So maybe in a couple of weeks I'll do another stream where I continue with the Squadron story. But yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys updated with that anyway, but I hope you have enjoyed. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Even though it is the end of the weekend for many, almost the end of the weekend for some, and well, it's still, you know, late afternoon in the US in many places. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great week next week. I won't be streaming next week, I should add. Certainly not Tuesday and Friday, maybe Sunday. But I'm not too sure. Anyway, I'll let you know. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. If we do get any Star Wars gaming news, I won't really be around to make any videos for it, so I will have to catch up next week. Or the following week anyway. But yeah, videos and stuff like shorts, there will be 3 shorts up next week. There will be 2 videos as normal, but there's no streams. So yeah, have a good weekend, guys. Have a good week, and I'll hopefully see you next time.